What's up? My captions aren't right. They never are. Don't worry about it. There we go. I just don't do it right, okay? You should just expect that as the normal part of my stream. Good morning. Hey, Chassis. Thank you for wishing me a lovely time. Appreciate you. How you doing? I was in the middle of working and also a conversation. There's a new Last Guardian runner. And I am watching their conversation. I think this person is going to end up being another Walter. I think they're going to end up having a pretty fast time. I get that vibe, you know? So, we'll see. I certainly don't really have it in me anymore to contest it, so we'll see what happens. Also, it's snowing. Hi, Morty. You were sleeping this whole time and now you're awake because I'm streaming, huh? And you're gonna start moving around so I can't just leave the camera in one place? Ryan! Did it not play my animation? It better have played my Mort. I only saw the text. Maybe he already fell down when I looked. But thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. How you doing? 34 months. You're almost... I think you almost get your soup knife, Mort. I think 36 is when you get the happy soup knife. And then 48 is when you get the scary soup knife. Well, anyway, let's hop into this. Because we got places to be. Every time, I'm like, oh no, I didn't put the disc in. It's fine. But yeah, it's snowing here, and I don't like that. I don't like snow. It's pretty for like 2 seconds, and then I wish that it was warm. I very much don't like being cold. Alright, so right above us is Kansas. We defeated him last week. To my left, I believe, is Suvil and Damia, who hypothetically, perhaps, should be the easier ones. Damia for sure. So I'm gonna go to the right because I think that Belzak is over there. And he's gonna be the other really hard one. So my plan is we're gonna go do Belzak. Who's speaking to me? What have you said? I don't know who that was. We're gonna go to the right, go to Belzak. He's gonna be hard. He's gonna take like all of my resources. And then instead of having to grind to get back all my like SP and stuff so that we can fight another Dragoon, I'm gonna go straight from Belzak to Damia because I don't think I'm even gonna need to be a Dragoon to hit Damia. It should be fine. And we'll just get our SP back that way. I changed Maru's Edition, though, off-stream to get more SP, and I'm going to change it back. Dart, I hate that you're on Madness Hero still. Not even gonna lie. Alright, back to Cat's Cradle. Cool, cool. Left hands! Hello! Nice to see you. How you doing? Thank you for... 15 months? Really? That's so long. Thank you. Does somebody live here? I think this is Rose's tower, actually. So there shouldn't be anybody in here. Oh no, this is Kansas. Except he's been defeated now. I thought it was the one above me, but I realize now that that was in fact false. Whatever. Oh, my favorite dragon rook. Well, thank you. Hopefully I'm your only dragon rook. How you doing, Viv? It's good to see you. Yeah, no, this is okay. This is Belzac. This is what I wanted. Alright, Belzac is a big, picky boy. He loves kids, but not in a weird way. He was like, he's one of those stereotypical... You ever seen Rurouni Kenshin? He's like, what's that guy's name? Anji? I guess I should be reading this. His name is Belzac. He's the Dragoon recognized by the Golden Dragoon spirit. But what is tying him to this world? He said it was the children. Is that you, Rose? And Zieg. No, it seems not. Who are you? It's a long story. We don't have time to talk to you about it now. Yes, indeed. The subjugation of Cadessa will be soon. That was like 11,000 years ago, buddy. This last strategy has to be completed for the sake of the children who were killed by Winglies. You haven't realized it yet? Realized what? You, not only you, but everybody but me has died. Everybody's died, and that includes me? Shirley too? It cannot be. So now he's remembering, like, he took the attack of the Super Barrage. He shielded Shirley. You remember now. I don't believe Shirley died. I don't believe it. So Belzac and Shirley loved each other. We saw in the little cutscene that... Oh, I forgot the camera in this fight is like the worst. You have to do this really far away one. So yeah, Belzac and Shirley loved each other. Belzac died for her. But yeah, if you've ever seen Rurouni Kenshin, he's like, I think that guy's name is Anji. The one that was like part of an orphanage and all of the other children got massacred and it like permanently changed his psyche, right? That's kind of what's going on here with Belzac. Hey villain, how you doing? Thank you for the lizard treats. I will give Mort a treat when I have the opportunity. Unless you would like it to go to somebody else, of course. Okay, so Belzac hits like a truck physically, not magically, although his magic also hurts. So, while we still have Dragoon armor, I'm not gonna protect us with Rose Storm. I am gonna use Gaspless because Belzac is Earth type and Al is Wind type. Those are opposites. Which is also why I chose Al for the Dragoon thing, even though he's the only one who doesn't have all 5 levels of Dragoon. Which is very sad. I did not see how much Gaspless did. I was looking away for a brief moment. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Nobody cares. Yeah, go ahead, Maru. Just use your dragon. You'll need to heal us, but it's fine. It's fine. Make Sable eat the Reptilinks. I am not eating the bug sausages, thank you. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna spend the majority of today on these Dragoons. And then we should become uber powerful because we've defeated all of them. Very exciting. Mort! What happened? Where'd your camera go? His camera crashed. Start. Yeah, use your dragon. It's not gonna do very much. I'm not paying attention to how much damage anybody is doing. I don't think I've seen a single damage number since this fight began. Un momento, please, for the emulator for Mortcam. There we go. Again, I was not paying attention. I keep forgetting. I have no concept of how much damage I have done to Belzec.
Meteor strike!
This is an attack all thing. But it shouldn't hit that hard. It's not a very strong attack. Yeah, like who cares? Okay, Maru. You definitely don't need to heal people. So yesterday, at least in my time zone, Valentine's Day, anybody do anything fun? We went out for food. And then we began the annual process of claiming every discount Valentine's chocolate from the drugstores that we could find. Today is our V-Day? Nice. It's smart to not celebrate it like on the day. Usually we don't, because restaurants like change their menus or have higher prices or whatever. So we often celebrate it a couple days before. But it just kind of worked out that Husbando wanted like a middle of the week break. Oh, nice. Put on Valentine's music at the shop? Nice. I made me breakfast yesterday? Yay. Single, not really caring. Mood. When I met Husbando, I was like not at all perturbed by the fact that I was single. I was not expecting. I think maybe that's part of the reason why I was so dense when he took me on a date, because I was like not even remotely looking. I didn't care. I was just like happy and vibing, you know? And so then we went to the movie and everything, and I got home and I was like, he's really nice. That was nice of him to just like invite me out to a movie. That was very kind. And it took me like an hour after that to be like, wait a second. So my point is, being single was a fun time. Not like now isn't fun, but it was a good time. Yeah, they say like Singles Awareness Day, like it's like you're somehow deficient for being single. Like some people just jive better on their own. Some people don't, like aren't ready for a relationship or don't want a relationship. It's not like a moral failing to be single. It's the preferred outcome for some people. Depends. The same as being like, are you a cat person or a dog person? It has nothing to do with your character, you know? Maru, you can heal before you change back. Yeah, send a Valentine to your mom or like your best friend. I was watching a streamer yesterday, which is rare for me, who was kind of talking about that, just talking about like they love Valentine's Day because of their friends, right? They love just being able to have an excuse, like a cultural excuse, to be super affectionate with their friends and their family. when otherwise that might come off as like kind of weird, which is kind of unfortunate on its own, you know, that that's considered weird, but I am killing these additions. Hey Sancho, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Yeah, and it's not to say that, like, if you are single and you wish that you weren't, that you're, like, not justified in being, like, disappointed about that. Right? Because for any goal that you have in life, if you haven't accomplished it yet, you can kind of be like, oh, that sucks, you know? But it's like the first edition we've used almost in this entire fight. Belzak is not as strong as I remember him being, unless he heals. Okay, Al. We're gonna use Rose Storm now because people are gonna start changing back from Dragoons. And Belzak hits like a truck, as I recall. Physical.
Rose Storm.
So yeah, we went out yesterday and this morning to get discount Valentine's candy. And we spent a total, we calculated it this morning, I think it was a total of 27 bucks on all of it after all of our couponing and such. And we have quite a haul. I'll post it in Discord later. It shall feed us for months. Dart, I don't care. I don't know why you're here, Dart, if I'm being honest. You're here because I'm legally and contractually bound to have you here. That's why. We also say Happy Valentimes. That's how we say it all the time. Oh, it's his dragon. I am glad that we have a defense. This dragon reminds me of what is the name of that game? The one Husbando and I were just watching like tournaments of it. Is it? Yeah, it absolutely is. It's StarCraft. Doesn't that look like a little StarCraft guy? One of the Zergs or whatever they're called. Okay, Maru, you have high magic attack. We're gonna use Psych Bomb, and maybe we'll just wipe Belzak off the face of the planet. I don't know. Yeah, Husbando recently remembered how much he enjoys watching StarCraft after we watched 7th Ace's run. That was so much damage. Which I told you, by the way, that 7th Ace's run was going to be really good at GDQ. Whew. Maru is hurt, but whatever. Oh, okay. I might regret not healing with Maru. What is he doing? Oh, okay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. This is fine.
Meteor strike.
It's like which GDQ run? It's 7th Ace's I think it's StarCraft 2 Brood Wars or whatever. I just know that I love 7th Ace. He's a really good runner. Okay, Maru's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, like, I don't care about StarCraft. Like, I would never play it. It's not really particularly interesting to me. But something about just, like, watching those tournaments, and you know, the commentators are just like so excited. It's just something about it is like really fun, even though I don't care about the game itself, you know what I mean? Sorry, Maru, I need you to not die so you can get experience, please. I knew that was coming. Elzak, you're red, buddy. I did so much damage to you. If you could, like, die now, that would be fantastic. Because, yeah, I remember being on a games committee. I don't remember which event now, when that specific run of StarCraft was submitted. And I read the description and I was like, you know, I think this is probably going to be one of those runs where I leave it to the other judges mostly because I truly don't care. So I don't have a preference about whether it gets in or not. But of course, because, you know, doing my due diligence as a judge, I don't just read the description, I watch the video too. I have to focus, hold on. Yeah, good job, me. So I clicked into the video, and it didn't matter like where I went in the submission video. It was just engrossing. I loved it, and I was like, what is going on? What is this? What is this? So I was so surprised that that was a run that was like really, really fun. And 7th Ace, oh, he's done for. 7th Ace does such a good job with it. Because it never stops. That's what gets me. Like, you look at the game and you're like, okay, so there's like some little guys walking around and sure, whatever. It's gonna be like a Plants vs. Zombies kind of tower defense little game. But then you realize that they're clicking like hundreds of times per minute and doing all of the stuff that you're like not even paying attention to, and it's so fast paced that the runner can't even really be describing what's happening. It has to be somebody else because the runner is so focused. You know? Alright, we defeated Belzak. Now I remember all the truth. But death is not as sad as I imagined. Thank you, Rose. Not sad anymore. Yes, the Shirley you loved is there too. Let's keep going. And the other thing that I like about StarCraft is, because Husbando knows more about like the competitiveness of it than I do. And he said, and then of course later we got to see, because we were watching a bunch of tournaments, all three factions are actually pretty equal in terms of like, it's not like, okay, well, you know, there's three factions, but if you want to win, you have to play this one. You know? You can pick whatever one you want and it's viable. And I like that. I think Terran is the one that gets played the least, but we definitely watched like very high level Terran, so it's definitely a thing. Boy, if only I could have done that even once during the boss fight. I'm coming back here just to get this heal from Shirley. If she's still here, she might have left with Belzak. Nah, she's still here. Alright, so we got the heal from Shirley. I'm gonna go... I'm still gonna go to the right, but I'm gonna try to go to Damia now. Because she is gonna be super weak, and I am very confident that we can just absolutely wipe her. So I don't need to be a Dragoon to do that, because I don't have any of my SP right now, I just used it. And we're gonna kind of regen by doing that boss fight. This is Zeeg's tower. Obviously he's not here. But we... Oh, Rose won't even talk about it. I thought maybe she had something to say. Oh well. Also, completely unrelated to anything about StarCraft. I got a message. Oh, come on. So every day, multiple times a day, I have multiple sources that I check to see if I can find a female berry for Dingleberry. Because I want Dingle to have a waifu, because that is healthy, since they are communal. And I have been looking forever. And since Frank is a boy, Dingle doesn't have a waifu. So multiple times every day I look in multiple places. You know, I have contacts and everything, and we see if we can find a berry. Somebody bumped their search for a female berry to be above mine on the forums, and I was like, number one, how dare you? Number two, how dare you? So I gave them a couple days in the spotlight, and then I bumped mine again, so it's at the top. And usually, whenever I do that... Here's Damia. She's very cute. We'll take a little break to read her stuff. Here too, the same as the past. She's still a kid. Yeah, she was 15 years old back then. She was younger than Maru. Such kids could manage the power of Dragoons. Yes, she was born between a human and a mermaid, so she has a special power. Rose, you were worried and came here to see me? Yes. Thank you, as always. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave me alone again. Say something. Rose, you'll make me feel lonely like everybody else? No, I won't. There's nobody who bullies you like in the past anymore. We won't let them. This writing, though, right? Yes, Rose and the other Dragoons are all kind to me. But why make such a sad face? Sorry, Damia, but there's somewhere you have to go. Forgive me. She's Aquaman, yep. Just straight up Aquaman. So yeah, she's a literal child that I am about to beat up. Which is why she's so easy. And now watch, she's gonna absolutely destroy me because I keep calling her easy. But anyway, so usually right after I bump a post, there is a surge of people contacting me. She has really high magic defense, just like Maru, which is why that didn't do very much. There's a surge of people contacting me, and they'll be like, I have a female berry, here's some pictures. And I can never, I don't know why, I can never trace the pictures back to like Google or anything, but I know that they're fake, right? They're always scammers. And I got another one this morning, and we always go through the same conversation. They send pictures, and I say, how do you know that it's a female? That's a lot of damage on Dart. And I say, how do you know it's a female? And they typically come up with a variety of nonsense. today, it was that this berry was allegedly born in 2020 and had a baby in 2022. So, I mean, obviously that's one of the best ways to know that it's a lady, right? Is that it has a baby. The problem with that is that berries, at a minimum, don't become adults able to have babies until they are 2 years old. Which, sure, that would be 2022, but the problem is that berries carry their babies for about a year. Which means that that berry would have had to have paired with a male when she was 1. And it's basically unheard of for berries to even start having babies at 3. So I was like, yeah, okay, you're just lying, but whatever. And so then I was like, oh man, we are gonna actually get obliterated. Damia, I'm so sorry that I didn't take you seriously. So I was like, okay, what kinds of payment do you accept before we go any further? And big surprise, he said PayPal friends and family only or Cash App. And I was like, oh, so the kind where I can't get a refund if you don't give me my animal. So of course that conversation is over. Things are getting a little spicy over here. I'm sorry, Damia. I really should have taken you more seriously. She doesn't have a lot of HP. Oh. I saved, right? I saved after Belzac? I did, right? Okay, well, Maru's not dying to this. So it's okay. Albert might be dying to this. She's an immense magic attacker, as you can see, just like Maru. That's usually what the water dragoon does. Ooh, man, he's got like 2 life. Please don't. Okay. Look at our life! We have like 60 life between us. Okay. Okay. Al has the greatest max HP, so we're doing that to him. Maru gets to go again because she's fast. Let me think. Is she, just out of curiosity, she's still blue? But probably barely. Where's my... Oh, here's my magic shield. I didn't... I should have spent earlier in the fight preparing. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I don't... Okay, Dart, I guess you just don't get to come back to life because I don't have any angel's prayers? Okay. In which case... We really need Albert to survive. Okay, Maru's dead. So Al, you're gonna solo this fight. Okay, you got this, buddy? Al, you are my greatest physical attacker. You got this, my guy. Alright, this won't hurt him. He's got 3 magic attacks that he can withstand. Because he has a magic shield. So we have a brief window in which we can beat her before things start going bad again. I don't really care about the experience, it's fine. See, look how much damage he does. He's so good. And we've got that speed thing. But I do just need to like shut up and pay attention because I need to complete that addition, you know? It's a little sad that she keeps wasting Albert's magic shield on like meh attacks, you know? Like I wish she would do her dragon. That hit through Al's shield anyway, so I guess our shield is gone. Rest in peace, me. Ouchie. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Do that again. We've got a little bit of time. Hey, Jade. Nice to see ya. How you doing? Are you yellow, please? You have like 15,000 life. Or something. It's not very high. Please keep doing this instead of diamond dust. Stop changing the camera, Damia. No. Why are you so fast? I mean, like, Owl's not the slowest thing in the world. I think he's already consumed his speed up. Oh, she is yellow. Oh, but he's gonna die if she does a magic attack next, which I think she will. What are my options here? You know, okay, here. One recovery item. Heal me all the way, please. Hey! Alright! Oh, God. What is this? Alright, Freezing Ring is her least damaging spell. So that recovery ball could have been anything. Could have been like a body purifier, which would have done absolutely nothing. But we healed basically for just as much as she just did to me, which is cool. Stop attacking, thank you. She's so fast. That sucks. That was 300 damage lost. So, I could become a Dragoon, right? This is gonna hurt so bad. I could become a Dragoon, because then her magic attacks are gonna do a lot less to me. Problem with that, and I could still do physical attacks, you know, as a Dragoon, and it would be fine. The problem with that is that once I'm a Dragoon, I can't heal anymore. But to be fair, I kind of can't heal anymore anyway, because this is my last healing item. Please give me another turn. Because I think she... Oh, that was so lucky. Don't do it. Give me a turn. I think that she is going to out-damage my guards, is the problem. He's still yellow. So I can take essentially 2 more magic spells directly to the face. And if I use Rose Storm as a Dragoon, that does physical defense. Not really gonna help me against her. That guard is not a lot. $400. I mean, I'm still guarding. It doesn't use the guard just because it happened once. So, I mean, we'll see what this does, but... I mean, the Psych Bomb did 1,200 damage. That's the most powerful item in the game. Oof. That hurts so bad. Please give me a turn, thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna Dragoon because we cannot survive her magic without being a Dragoon. It's gonna decrease my physical damage as well, but... I didn't even get a perfect one. Okay. Okay. So this should do a lot less now. Dragoon defense is really high in magic. Which is why I changed, because she's a magic dealer. Yeah. That's better. But we still don't have that much time. Like, oh, but she's in the red. This is gonna be so close. Oh, that was bad, though. I messed it up. 3 hits? That's not livable. This should do, like, 200. We can survive that. We could probably survive, like, 3 more attacks from her. Depending on what they are. She's gonna go again, isn't she? Yeah. Okay, well, Damia, I'm very sorry for severely underestimating you. That's alright, that was still good damage, even though we didn't get perfect. This is gonna be a... Okay. If she keeps doing that, I don't care. But if she does Diamond Dust, that's gonna just destroy us. Even Freezing Ring is not good. Because she has infinite MP. Like, she can do spells whenever she wants. I'm hoping that her AI realizes that it's best to do physical damage based solely on, like, you know, how the numbers are supposed to work and not how they're actually working. I've heard of Tales of Vesperia, but I have never played it. Is it good? Oh, I think she's dead. Or we wouldn't have changed back. Yes! Oh, man. A Diamond Dust would have killed us, or a Freezing Ring plus another addition would have killed us. And she was about to go twice, so... Yikes. I didn't die, though! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be reading this. I was still thinking about the fight. When you go there, everybody will be waiting for you. It's true. I feel them. Are you coming, Rose? Yes. When the time has come, everybody goes there. Then I'm relieved. See you. Ah, okay. Another Dragoon spirit freed. Now let's go. So the only one left is the green Dragoon, Suville. He was the one I was kind of worried about, so now I'm, like, really worried, actually. Because he's also a magic attacker, but he's stronger. What am I doing with my life? I would like to look at this tower, please, which is Rose's tower. Alright, nothing in here, thank you. I just wanted to look. Making sure there's no chests. So, thankfully, I will actually use these items that we're getting, like the blue stone. I will use when we fight Rigol in Mayfill. Because it just straight up, like, almost eliminates elemental damage from that element. That's safe. So obviously, you know, Rigol is a water dragon. He's going to be doing mostly water attacks. And I'll do the same for Firebrand. Sadly, there's nothing I can do for the Divine Dragon, which is actually the scary one, but that's alright. I have to make a trek back to the item vendor because I have no angel's prayers, no heals. Bye, Maru. Alright, whoever's turn it is just using a psych bomb. Get me out of here. We still have a couple RPGs sitting on the shelf that we haven't played yet. We have Xenogears, Tales of Arise is over there as well. Hi, Shirley. Thank you. Okay. Boy, let's get the heck out of here. Hi, merchant friends. Thank you for being right here. Alright, give me 3 Angel's Prayers, 2 full heals, and 1 half heal for everybody. That's my big brain move here. But hotter and with personality. Guys, I really... Al doesn't have his... It's fine. It'll be fine. You know what? It'll be fine. We're gonna come in. We're gonna do some physical to Suville. And hopefully we will work our way up to Dragoon right about the time that he starts killing us. That's so much damage. Thank you, Psych Bomb. On the bright side, because Albert was the only one to survive that fight, he finally caught up with everybody else. He was very behind in experience, so if anybody was going to survive that, I'm glad that it was him. Thanks, Shirley. Didn't need it, but thank you. Appreciate you. You're the goat. Okay, feeling good, feeling lovely. We got some heals. We're fully healed ourselves. Suville is right across the way, so we don't need to do a million random battles in order to get to him. That's fine, villain. I don't care. I guess some streamers care, but I don't. Let me in, let me in, let me in. No! That's what I thought, though. I thought that, like, it basically doesn't matter where you start with Tails. You just do. Which reminds me that we have Tales of Symphonia for free on PS Plus that we could also play. I just didn't want to take damage, you know? Hey, Shavil, how you doing? Good to see ya. Whose buttocks have we yet ruined? So, remember how, like, all last week... Here, let me read this real quick. Here too, the same as the past. Juville, such an irony that you who studied life and death cannot die completely. Is that you, Rose? Is anything wrong? You brought a whole lot of guests with you. I was asked by Shirley and came to see how you're doing. How are you? How are your studies? Through the subjugation of Mayfill, I think I completely understand where life comes from and where it goes. Winglies have been manipulating souls, namely life, from Mayfill, a place known as the Death Capital, and the Crystal Palace known as the Life Capital. We saw in Mayfill the destination of life, the darkness opened up into hell. The world of shadows without light. That's why you can't die completely? I don't want to go to a world of nothing spread out on the tip of darkness. I don't like nothingness. Where should I go? I'll tell you. Well, you don't have to be so cruel about it. Jeez. Mort's being a little sassy. So anyway, last week and this week, I was like, don't worry, we're just gonna like plow over Damia and it's gonna be no problem. She's like super easy. She's like this 15-year-old half mermaid girl. She's super weak. That was in fact a falsity. That was a lie. The DNA test determined that was a lie. So, yeah, Albert survived by one turn. Would have died the next turn. He was the only one who survived. You know what? This is Psych Bomb. Right from the beginning, just Psych Bomb. It's Maru. She has high magic attack. It's fine. Okay. So, just like Albert, he has fairly low magic defense that is boosted with Dragoon, so he's fairly balanced. Which is why I expected him to be a bigger challenge, because as you can see, the physical doesn't do quite as much to him. Yeah, thanks for showing off. You always do your additions perfectly. Can you, like, leave Al alone, though? He's my boy. Attack Dart. Nobody cares. Ah. Well, since Cheville brought it up, what are y'all doing for the weekend? I don't think we have anything we're actually planning for this weekend. We went to that Chinese New Year's event. Oh my god, there was so much food. And like it was free because it was like Husbando's firm paid for it. Hey Chris, nice to see you. How you doing? Also, hi Goliath, I do see you. Hope you're doing good. Husbando's firm paid for us to participate in that event because it's like good networking or whatever. So much food. 10 courses of food, but it wasn't like, here's the little soup course and here's this little, it's a salad. No, it was like, here's a heaping plate of fried rice. Oh, do you want an entire duck? Just kidding. There's an entire pig now. And it's like, there's 10 courses of this. And we tried to be like really, really chill. You know, we were like, okay, we're gonna have like one bite of this. That's fine. Didn't matter. By course like 6, we were done. It was very good, don't get me wrong. But it's like, I'm not sure. Like, you could probably not spend quite as much money on your event and like do something else with that money, because we probably didn't need 10 courses that were gargantuan. Farewell, Maru. I'll res you in a little bit. He's so fast! Gas Bliss. Oh no, this is a Wing Blaster. Nobody cares about this. Look at these cute little glasses though. Okay, Dart. I do not care about you. You're our support right now because you're the least valuable. See, we did. We were like, can we have the rest to go? And we ended up with 2 boxes, and then there was still more, and we're like, we can't take all of this. So I don't know why they insist on having so much food every year. I didn't get to go last year. Only Husbando did. But I find those events kind of like really annoying. This sounds so selfish, right? For me to be like, oh, you fed me a 10-course meal that was delicious. I hated it. Yeah, that's not what I mean. But I find it frustrating because it's a at the heart of it, the purpose of the event. Oh, have fun with your for your long weekend, Goliath. Enjoy your lurk. The purpose of events such as that one is to network, right? Husbando's firm was a gold sponsor for the event. Husbando's supposed to go there with some of the other attorneys that went and network and be like, hey, do you have this problem that I can help you with? Here's my business card. Which is fine and dandy and whatever. Oh, the people are gonna die to this dragon. But the inherent requirement, I guess, of a networking event is that you be social. But it's just this like empty, pointless kind of social. I hate it. Like, for example, very nice Chinese lady came over to, ooh, that did a lot of damage, to talk to me. Maru, if you could stop dying, that would just be delicious. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? So this very nice Chinese lady came over and we were talking. You know, I've been to China. I studied in China for a little while. So we were chatting, and please don't. This is gonna hit everybody. Please don't kill me. And so we were talking, and it's always the same, isn't it? It's always Maru's gonna get to go, and then she's gonna heal all of us because she's fast. It's always, what do you do for work? Me, because obviously they know what my husband does. He is a lawyer, which is why he's at this law event. What do you do for work? Do you have any pets? Oh, you have reptiles. Do they have names? Yes, why wouldn't they have names? Do you have any kids? And then we get on the kids conversation, and no, make no mistake, right? Oh, Al, I really needed you to hit. I'm usually very completely open about, like, I don't want kids. I don't especially do well being around kids. Like, they just know that I'm not very good at interacting with them. They pick up on it, and so it's just kind of, like, weird for everybody, you know? I don't want kids. I will not have kids. I cannot have kids. I am not sad about not having kids. I do not plan to have kids. I do not plan to adopt children. And I don't want to be put in charge of your children. So, every networking event, I have to have that conversation, but I have to pretend that I care. You know what I mean? Normally, like I said, I'm very vocal about, like, I don't want kids. It's fine. Whatever. But because it's a networking event, because it matters for Husbando's career, because he needs to make a favorable impression, and this is not just about me, right? I can't just get upset at people when they won't drop the subject. And I hate that because whenever I go to a networking event, that's what I end up spending my entire day doing. It's just that conversation over and over and over. And people are like, do you have kids? No. Oh, hopefully soon, right? And I have to be like, yeah. And I hate it. From the bottom of my soul, I hate it. Maru, I'm gonna leave you dead if you don't get your act together. But I do it because it's networking, like I said, and it's not about me. And it's just very fatiguing to pretend to be somebody that I'm not for the entire time. I have to pretend to be girly. I have to pretend to care that you think that what you think about my looks, and my dress is pretty, and I don't want you to call me pretty because I don't want you to look at me that way, and I find that weird. Stop. But I have to look pretty because that's my responsibility. But, you know, I hate it. And I have a hard time articulating even, like, because again, it sounds so selfish and so self-centered. To be like, I don't want you to call me pretty, right? And I can't articulate why. I've never been able to articulate why. It just feels gross. And it doesn't have to be like a dude being like, yo, you're hot. Oh, I think I'm dead, actually. Yikes, I didn't think he was gonna do a dragon again. It literally, it can just be like another, like a female co-worker from his office was like, oh, your dress is really pretty. And I'm just like, ugh, stop. And she meant that very kindly. Like, I'm kind of the asshole there, right? So I'm not sure why that upsets me so much, but it does. But absolutely, Jade, I don't want kids. Oh, you'll change your mind someday. Does your... Oh, yeah, I'm straight up dead. Does your husband want kids? Why would I be married to him if he did? I was worried about Suville, to be honest, so this kind of doesn't surprise me. And see, Goliath, I usually am as well. I usually will not tolerate that kind of just like railroading over me. But in this context, with these networking events, I am not only the face of the firm, but, you know, husbando as well. And if I create a reputation for him that, you know, his wife is a jerk, that's going to directly potentially impact people he's willing to work with, or that are willing to work with him. So I can't be my usual self. Mort is Eepin. He's so eepy. Okay, I'm thinking that I should... Maybe before I started this fight, I should have grabbed more SP. Dragoon is going to protect us from a lot of what he does. I don't have spirit potions, though. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll just individual Dragoon as we need. But yeah, anyway, I get very fatigued of those events because I don't like having these surface level pointless conversations. I'm also somebody who really doesn't like small talk. Like in the context of like a stream, I love small talk because yeah, sure. But it makes me really angry. For instance, if my mom texts me, now keep in mind I don't really like to talk to my mom anyway, but if she just texts me and she's like, how's it going? It's like, what do you want, woman? You know? Hey, Dragon Sage, nice to see ya. How you doing? Like, from her, I don't take that as, like, any investment in my life or any intention to actually have a conversation. It's just pointless. The answer is always the same. Meeting over, yay! So yeah, you just amp that up to 1,000 because you're with a bunch of strangers. So if they're like, you know, how's life treating you? I'm not going to stand in the middle of a room of 100 people celebrating Chinese New Year and be like, you know, actually things are really tough right now because of X, Y, and Z things that are extremely personal. You know what I mean? I think Dart maybe just needs to be a dragon, straight up. So it's just always very fatiguing. And also at the same event, there was like 100 people there, right? And one woman had a baby. Like a baby. Not like a walk around and it's just like having a great time baby. It was, I don't know. I'm bad with kids. It was probably like, I don't know, a year old. Which I still consider to be like a baby. Keeping in mind that Husbando and I both are like, I don't really want to be around babies. Guess where she sat? Immediately next to us with the baby between her and us. So that the person also responsible for the baby was us. Should I do a poll for next time? What social faux pas should Sable commit this year? What are my options? Wow me. Maru, please! Is it possible that Stewville is more powerful than Kansas? Like, this is not the outcome I expected. I expected him to be hard. I did not expect for him to feel like a brick wall. Okay, buddy. Yeah? You wanna cast a dragon on me? I'll cast a dragon on you. It's not gonna do very good. So yeah, basically I'm not trying to sound ungrateful for the opportunity to be provided a free gigantic 10-course meal. But it was also tiring. Mort, can I like perceive you? No, the camera cannot really go lower, sadly, it appears. I'm here for the food, dang it! Exactly. We did the amount of socialization that was required, and then we just ate food. And like, I'm also the kind of person, and Cheville, you said earlier that the not wanting to be called pretty thing is like a trauma thing. Maybe. But I can tell you for sure that why I do this is because of my dad. I'm one of those people who, whenever I choose, like, you can tell what seat I'm gonna choose based on how safe it is. You know what I mean? I'll choose a seat that's like against the wall, as opposed to one that my back is facing like out into the people. And so I did that at that event. I wedged us into a corner so that we could just focus on like just the food and I wouldn't have to be around people. But yeah, the reason that I do that because of my dad is because the setup of our house used to be that there was like a hallway, and the hallway would come into the living room, but there was like one of those plush, very wide chairs with a tall back, that was lined up so that as you were walking out of the hallway, you were walking behind that chair as well. And that was the chair that you usually sat in to like watch TV and stuff. It was lined up with the TV. Oh, that sucked. And so I would often sit there in the morning because the dogs and my mom would be on the couch. So that was the only other chair, and I would sit there in the morning before school and eat breakfast. That was not the end of that story. I was just paying attention. So I would sit there, and very regularly, Dad would come out of the hallway, because the bathroom was down there, and so was his bedroom. But he would come out in the morning and come behind that chair where I was sitting, and he would reach over and like mess with me. But he would do it in such a way to be sneaky, to try to surprise me. And he recall, that I don't like to be grabbed on the shoulders. You know, like that claw grip right by your neck that people do. I hate that. Hate it. And he would do that to me, like, early. Dark can take another attack. This is okay. This is alright. Maru, please use this powerful thing. So he would come out and, like, grab me by the neck or whatever. Frequently, no matter how many times I said that I didn't like it. And so now, you know, I'm sure that's what caused me to have this feeling of I won't let anybody be behind me. Right? Like, I will protect my back so that you can't sneak up on me. That was also the same kind of neck grab that he would do, where the one time finally that I was, you know, like I said, breakfast, I was eating breakfast. And he did that one time, and I, like, especially reacted. That was the time that he was like, nobody's ever gonna love you if you don't let them touch you. Which is a wonderful thing for a father to say to his daughter. But poor husbando, I felt so bad. So bad. It was just, seriously, it was like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. It was not that long ago. We were in the kitchen doing, I don't even remember. I don't think we were cooking. We might just have, like, been putting dishes away or something. I don't remember. But he hugged me from the front. Yeah, you guys can still probably survive. I really needed her to have that SP. But he hugged me, like, from the front. Please don't summon your dragon. And I didn't think anything of it. And husbando has always been very respectful of, like, please don't tickle me, for instance, because I will shank you if you tickle me. But for some reason, something about, like, the way that he hugged me and then his arms were, like, up on the sides of my arms or whatever, he just not thinking anything of it, just transitioned his arm or his hands from my arms to like close to my neck, just to give me like a calming, like back and forth across the top of your shoulders kind of rub as he was passing by. But he just squeezed like a little bit, just a very little bit. And like I said, I'm sure he wasn't thinking anything of it. And I like almost collapsed to the floor. Just immediately I was like, nope, not this sensation, nope. And Dart, you're the worst. Because I was just trying to shrink away, you know? And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know? And like, I wasn't upset at him, but I still had tears in my eyes because just it's an overwhelming feeling. In the same sense that like sometimes when you ride a roller coaster you can get tears in your eyes because it's just like this huge sensation all at once. Oh, why are you casting your dragon again? Please don't kill me. Dart should survive, right? I just healed Dart. So I felt so bad because I didn't want Husbando to think he did anything wrong. He didn't mean to, you know? Like it just kind of happened. And he's like, I'm so sorry. I will never ever do that again. And I felt bad for how bad he felt, you know? Oof. Okay. Please don't attack again. Please. Okay. Oof. Okay, if Al heals, he can survive an attack. How did I get on this subject? Why am I talking about... Oh, because we wedged ourselves into the corner. Because of my dad, is the answer. Okay, okay. Angel's Prayer on Dart. I would like people to get experience for this fight, please. Yeah, y'all have weekend plans? He just came back to life. Could you give me a second, man? Oh, thank you. But nah, I straight up told Husbando within the first couple months when it was obvious that we were like more than just friends. I was like, if you tickle me, I will never trust you again. Because, you know, it's the kind of thing where you ask somebody not to do it, and if they do it anyway, they're a scumbag. And he has never tickled me. Never, ever. Which matters. Because I'm super ticklish. I can put my feet, like, in his hand. In fact, that's one of my favorite things to do. I could put my feet in his hands. And I know that he won't tickle me. I'm certain that he won't tickle me. And if he had tickled me even once, just as a joke, I would never be able to trust that he wouldn't just do that again. You know? So it matters. Maru, your purpose here is to stay alive, okay? It was a wholesome conversation. We got to talk about Husbando and how nice he is.
Blossom Storm.
Oh, he does still say Blossom Storm. I just heard it, even though it says Flower Storm, so they didn't fix it after all. Dart, please don't die, okay? Because we do need to actually do some damage to this guy. You just suck at it. Okay, Maru. I don't know what I want to do. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. Do we have another... I'm out of Angel's Prayers. I was gonna have her heal Dart. Oh, lizard treats. Thanks, Sokasa. don't know why it would ever occur to anybody to tickle somebody. I don't understand tickling. I simply don't understand it. It's not fun. I mean, I guess for some people like it. I guess. I can't speak for everybody. Oh, why do I suck so bad? Attack the people who are guarding, please. But I just like really dislike. I think even if I hadn't had my mom doing her like nonsense tickling when I was a kid, I would still hate it. I just don't like the sensation, you know? But I also hate it because my mom wouldn't stop tickling me when I was a kid. I tried to bite her once because she wouldn't stop, and it was the only way that I could think of to like try to get her to stop. Ah, Maru! Alright, well she's not getting experience. Sit in the corner and think about what you've done. My guy. Oh, this is Gaspless. It's gonna be on Ow, isn't it? I mean, if it's on Dart, then yeah, it's Ow. Ow should survive, but still. It's the principle of the thing. Attack again. I know how you work. Speedy McGee. This won't kill Dart, but it'll be close. It's so overwhelming. Like, that's such a good word to describe it. Hey, we got him. You see, Maru? Couldn't just power through. Jeez, that was hard. Somewhere in the East Country, there is this legend. Life does not come from anywhere or go anywhere, just goes around with all other lives. It's part of a great wheel. I can come back again, to the place with light, to the place with warm lives. How can I tell you? But maybe ahead in the hell you saw in Mayfield, there might be a place with light waiting for you. All of it is up to you. Yes, it's what I have to decide. Where I want to go now. I must think it through. Thank you, Rose. That's everybody! We got all the Dragoons! And Suaville believes in reincarnation, turns out. He's the only one. But yeah, tickling is a super overwhelming sensation. So, like I said before, I'm so ticklish. Unbelievably ticklish. Like, sometimes Husbando can't even give me a hug because I'm ticklish. But I have this neuroma in my foot that makes my foot... Like, it's actually been really hurting the last couple days. And I occasionally ask Husbando to massage that foot. And it's misery. It is... it's the worst. Because I'm sitting there... The sounds that I make are just like some horrifying mixture of like shrieking and cackling because it's ticklish, and he's just sitting there like kind of trying not to laugh and trying to be gentle and feeling bad for me, but also it's very entertaining. It's a nightmare. Okay. We are done with the Dragoons. That was in fact what I wanted to do with today. We already got the Dragoon Spirit for Kongol. Shirley, thank you. So we're gonna leave. No, it's actually this way. We need to leave Velweb to get back to Kulon. And then... where do we want to go? We need Stardust. We need... So, I mean, now is the time to answer this question. Are we fighting Faust in this playthrough? Because if we are, I need all of the Stardust. If we're not, then I only need 3 more. I kind of think that I want to fight him, even though I'm scared. He's really, really hard. Because we've never done that before. On stream. I mean, I've done it, but... So I think the plan is... I am going to go to the first place I can think of that has Stardust that I didn't get. Which is going to be Kazis. And then off stream, I am going to collect all 50 Stardust. Because there's one that is contingent, like I think it's missable because it's in the room that's destroyed in the Crystal Palace by the Divine Dragon when he breaks the palace. But I made sure to get that one. So we should be fine to be able to get all 50 Stardust, and I'm assuming you all don't want to just watch me walk across this map and do random encounters for 3 hours while I get back to all these places. So off stream, once I am done with my work for the day, I will collect some Stardust, I think. And that's gonna require, it's gonna say like, insert disc 1. And while that's happening and it's figuring out what to do with disc 1, I'm gonna go give Mort those treats. 1 from Villain, 1 from Sokasa. I can't do this edition anymore, apparently. Don't steal my stuff! We're kind of on our way to Blazing Dynamo, though, which is Dart's final edition. And thankfully, unlike Moonstrike, Blazing Dynamo doesn't suck. It's actually fairly fun to do, so... Treats! Thanks, Shadestrike. Appreciate you. He's a little close to the camera, so I'll see if I can get him to back up a little bit, but... Alright, Kulon. Come here, buddy. I'm a giant manta ray with the buggy eyeballs. Oh no. What's closer? Let me think. Lohan? Nah, no. We're not going through that. Bale, we're gonna have to walk backwards through the cave, but then we should be fine. So let's go to Bale. Oh, yeah. We can go to Bale, and then actually, I want to visit Lavitz's mom. Because she does change throughout the story. I'll explain that when I get back here in just a second. Let me give Mort some treats. Okay, he took it from my hand, and then he decided to run away because he got scared of the other ones. So there's 3 in there. Also, apparently it didn't say just go to disc 1, even though this is absolutely on disc 1. So, if you recall, back literally last year when we were on disc 1. Well, now it says it's our disc 2? Why? I guess all of Serdio is loaded on disc 2. Well, this is what I wanted you to wait during. Anyway, way back last year, when we still had Lavitz in our party before absolutely nothing happened, we were running away from hell in a prison, right? And there was that abandoned family of, like, refugees on the side of the road, and Lavitz, you know, gave them bread, and he was very nice to them. They will eventually go and come live with his mom, who is in Bale, which is where we are. Get your treat, Mort. He's thinking about it. There you go, buddy. Yeah, oh, teach that blueberry who's boss. There you go. Good job. Had to shake it around first to make sure it was truly dead. So I don't think they're here right now, the family. But yeah, they are. Where's the kid? Because here's his mom. The boy called me grandma. He said he loves me. The boy being... Oh, here he is. Let me up. Let me up. The boy being the little, like, refugee child that Lavitz gave the bread to. I want to speak to him. Morty, you have another treat, buddy. Okay, I guess we can't talk to him. He's out here in the same, like, he's literally doing the same thing that Lavitz did when he was a kid, right? Because when we were talking to him, Lavitz brought us out here to this view of Indal's castle, which we can't currently see. And he said that as a kid, he would come out here all the time and look up at the castle and want to be a knight. And now this little kid, this refugee child that he helped, has come to live with his parents, well, with his mom, and is doing the same thing that he did when he was a kid. And that's why, you know, his mom says that that little kid called him grandma. I have a warm feeling. It's been a while since I've had such a warm feeling. So this refugee family is helping Lavitz's mom to, like, cope with him not being here. And it's just like a really nice little thing. And they won't show up there if you don't talk to them and give them that bread, so. Yeah, it's been a while since Lavitz has been here. I wonder how he's doing. How he's holding up. What kind of activities he's been up to. Is he pursuing his dreams? Roses are red. Mort's tongue is blue. Fable is playing Leg of Dragoon. I love it. Alright, I promise, I will collect 50 Stardust by next time. And we will go and fight Faust. Maybe not next time, but we will fight Faust before we lose access to Kulan, which is basically Mayfill. End of Mayfill is when that happens. Hello, Barkeep. Nice to see ya. So we did Aglis. We have to do all of Xenobatus. Honestly, that's going to be pretty fast. I might just turn off the drones because it's the law launcher city. You literally just launch the law and then they're gone. So I might just turn them off. And then we have Mayfill. We're going to fight the dragons because we have to for a trophy, and also because I'm not going to let my wonderful dragon guys just hang out in hell forever. Cursed. And then before we get to the end of Mayfill, I promise we will fight Faust. I'm afraid to promise that we're gonna kill him but I think I will promise that we will kill him. I'm gonna really, really try to do it without any legend casks. Legend casks are like super expensive pieces of armor that are really, really good. And it's generally considered that you want each member of your party to be wearing a legend cask in order to stand a chance against Faust. But you don't have to. Husbando did it with, I believe, 1 legend cask. I'm gonna try to do it with none, and that's probably not gonna work. But as you can see, over the course of this entire game, we have accumulated $11,000. It would take $30,000 to have 3 legend casks. So I really don't want to do that. So we'll see. We'll see what I can finagle. But we're gonna attempt Faust. In the meantime, who do we want to raid? We just raided Hypno, which, by the way, if you didn't hang out for Hypno's stream when we raided on Tuesday, you missed out because he got a massive world record like 2 minutes after we showed up. So, but let's see. Kieran is still playing Persona. So is Remy. Shen is streaming art. Ruby. Okay, I think actually that Ruby, Keys, and Emre are all like kind of playing together, maybe? I'm not sure. But let's raid Emre because we haven't been there for a while. Playing Hollow Knight. They have follower or subscriber only chat because people have been mean. So if you're not usually a fan of follower only chat, that's why. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the resubs and the Mort treats. He loved them, obviously. He's still working his way toward that final one, but appreciate you all. I'll be back next Tuesday. Pretty sure next Tuesday is going to be something a little different. I have some plans. But in the meantime, stay safe, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you later. Bye!